Okay, hello, welcome back to Tank Talks. We're here today with Jem. I know him as Jem, but why don't you introduce yourself to everybody?
Yeah, hi, I'm Jem. My real name is actually Jeremy. Yeah, so people know me in SRC and know me in Telegram or WhatsApp. My nickname is Jem. So I've been reefing for close to how many years?
20 years?
I'm 30 plus this year, so I think 15 over years already.
Damn!
Yeah, so I'm 15 over years in reefing since I was young. My dad introduced me to the hobby. So actually, he brought me to a fish shop, a marine fish shop, and that's where it all started.
Coral Farm. Was it
Well, actually, it's some farm mart place.
Tampines? I remember the first one I went to was Tampines.
No,
Tampines Farmway.
Farm mart,
Farm what?
it's called Wakai or something like that.
Okay.
But then it's very closed down already. So got fascinated with the reef hobby. Then started off with a very small, just a 2 feet jack tank. Those acrylic jack tank. So
Oh, Gex, the Gex. Oh,
The Gex, the
so
Gex
long
tank.
also, last time, also around for so long?
yeah.
okay.
Then some those overhead filter.
Yes, the hop.
The
Oh,
hop,
over,
yeah, with one power head pump inside there.
Clownfish.
Clownfish. Then the funny part is last time when I first started a hobby, so not a lot of knowledge. So everything was by going to
Trial and error
library,
lah, right, yeah.
reading books. Internet was not very well known that time.
Going to the library.
a lot of information. I think it's all through the LFS owners, as well as sometimes just meeting people at the LFS and getting to know them, then exchange of knowledge. So the funny thing was last time was this LFS owner, I was asking him if I was going on a holiday. So how do I feed my tank? So he tell me, say very simple. You know what? You know the colopa algae, the grape algae.
Yeah.
So you put in your tank and then your fish will eat it. So that was one of the funny things lah.
But you had clowns.
Yes. Yeah. That time I kept 2 clowns, 1 banner fish.
Okay.
Yeah, in a 2 feet tank lah. So it's stupid. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Then after that I upgraded to a 4 footer. Then I got quite other few tanks, 2 feet, 5 feet. Then when I just bought this home. So I got this tank is 4 by 2.5 by 1.8 height.
150 gallons.
150?
150. 600
Oh,
liters.
600 liter. Sorry lah,
No,
talk in liter.
a lot of audience from the US, so I have to translate.
So basically, when I got this home, so I was thinking where to put the tank. You know, that's all Singaporeans.
Anywhere have a
problem.
PowerPoint.
Anywhere got PowerPoint, anywhere that has a space. So I was like telling my wife lah. So I asked my wife, hey, which place nice, which place can put,
Which place can put?
which place can put. That's the most important one. So in the end, she actually told me, hey, the balcony seems ideal. So okay, the thing about here is balcony area is actually very difficult. Main thing is that you have to get a PE. I think they call it professional engineer, right? To sign off to certified for the weight load. So I had to like pay a professional engineer to come and calculate and do a drawing, and then I had to submit it to the management. Wow, but luckily they approve it lah.
I did that before for my place actually. I wanted a 7 foot, but it's not by the wall. It's off like that. So anything in the center, right? They will need people to kind of check.
Yeah.
So that the floor plan, they checked it out. Then in the end, oh sorry, cannot fit in that lift. Never mind.
Yeah lor. So this tank is running about 2 years old already. So my main I don't do any water change.
Okay.
So I am going. A lot of people like to do. I think they're more they're more active. Kiasu. They're more active in doing water change. They think that any parameters like removal of nutrients and replenishment of trace elements have to go by water change. So, but
I don't think that's true lah.
I mean, each person have their own.
Yeah, for the record, I used to be like, I'm never doing water change.
Yeah.
And then I realized that it's actually not about nutrient control. The other thing that really turned me on to it was one of the BRS videos. They talked about, that if you read the label of your fish food, right? There's like copper, there's like all these weird stuff, right?
Yeah.
So eventually, right, all these things will start building up. So the only reason I want to change water is to dilute all these unknowns. So if I do a 10% every week, I just dilute this amount of stuff going down, right? Then to me, Okay, that makes sense. Because some things I cannot test all the time. Like those weird metals or whatever it is.
ICP
so
lah.
Yeah, but even the ICP, you get back the result, right?
Yeah.
The only answer is water change.
Yeah, correct.
So,
correct.
might as well just water change the ICP. No, to me, at least that's
Yeah.
how I feel. So now I'm trying to do 10% as just 10% a week, 1 bucket, 2 bucket, then that's finish.
But okay, my previous tank actually, I do 10% religiously every week at my previous place, not this tank. But when I move into this place, basically I cannot find a bucket big enough a space to store a bucket big enough. So I thought, forget it. Just pure
I mean,
water
if
change.
it's working, it doesn't matter. It's 2 years, doesn't matter, right? So like, I mean, if it's working for you, it works lah. I don't think it matters lah.
It does work. I mean, I still do ICP. I still every 3 months I do one ICP to check. My iodine, my iodine is sky high.
Oh, but mono elements are the trace stuff in those.
I don't know where it's coming from.
Oh,
So at first I thought it's like, is it because of my salt mix, or is it because of food, or whether I dropped something inside the tank, or something that I'm dosing is wrong. But then I did an 80% 80% change. So I drain it down to 20, then I top back up 80%. So the iodine actually dropped.
Okay.
But then suddenly it rises up again. So I
something is leaching lah.
something leaching, but
What
maybe-
the world leaches iodine?
Maybe the rocks.
Probably the rocks.
I don't know. But
Oh man, I learned a new thing. Every time I start a new tank, so remember I decom basically that tank in front, right?
Yeah.
I took all the rocks, I soaked all of it, and then after I took it out, I flooded it with lanthanol chloride.
yeah.
Because everyone has this weird PO4 problem when you start a new tank, right? All the new rocks, right? Man-made rocks always have that stuff
Yeah.
leached inside, or using old rocks also, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm never putting it in without like
Just wo-
bleaching everything.
Yeah.
So I bleach everything, then I escape it, or you can escape it if you have a big enough tub, then you just lanthanol chloride everything until it's done. Or not, wow, headache, man.
Yeah.
Really headache.
But I think the takeaway is whether water change or no water change. I mean, there's two group of people over here. But whatever works for you, I think just go for it lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go for it.
Yeah, if you are more, I mean, clearly you can. There are a lot of people, overseas, whatever. Some swear by it, none, no water change. Some swear by it. The BRS brought up that the long-term data suggests that people who keep their tanks 10, 15 years, those are the people who do water change a lot. But let's be honest, your tank won't leak in 5, 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, so I don't know. There's something to be said there lah.
Yeah.
So why don't you talk a little bit about some of the livestock? I love this very busy tank. So why don't you kind of run us through who was the first one in, and some interesting things, interactions you've seen.
Okay, so for my tank, actually it's a mixed reef. So I have SPS, LPS, as well as I got a lot of clams, anemones. Then for my livestock, for my fishes, I have the powder blue, I have the flamingi, the blue tang, Tomini tang. I have chromis given over to me by the reefer. So I think I have 9 of them, but people say that they fight each other off, but I think they're all still there lah.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked they're still alive, honestly.
Yeah, then I have a springery damsel. I bought I think about 10 or to 20 of them when I had a flatworm outbreak, the Acro 18 flatworm.
Okay.
Then I have a pair of flame hawk.
I saw.
Yeah, I have a pair very cute fellow that just pick
Yeah.
out the SPS every now and then. Then my favorite is the Achilles.
Let's not forget. I was waiting for you to bring out the Achilles.
Yeah, so the Achilles I think I had for about 6 months in. Still have a bit of each issue on and off now and then.
We bought about the same time lah, I think.
Oh yeah, correct.
We bought
correct,
about
yeah.
a month earlier than me.
Yeah, that's when the suddenly everybody go crazy about Achilles, right? I think there's about 5 or 6 people that we all buy together. Yeah.
I mean, we didn't buy, we bought at the same time lah. We
About same
didn't
time,
buy the,
they buy the bud, yeah. So, I think my favorite all-time fish is the Achilles lah. So
Same.
I have been eyeing this fish since day one. I think when I started the hobby, this fish, although not much color, I think black, orange, and white only, but I think just a challenge.
Honestly, right, there are not a lot of black fish in
Yeah.
reef tanks. If you think about it, it's a black tank. There's this, maybe a gem tank. Gem tank's kind of brown.
Yeah.
But there's just something so stunning about the
I think
the teardrop or the sun,
Yeah.
right? Where you're just zooming around the tank. It's just damn cool.
I think what I like the most is the tail, the arch shape, the trident, yeah.
trident thing.
Correct. So
It's just such a cool fish, and it's just, my friend was telling me, fish like those, the prettier they are, the more troublesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think main thing is a lot of people ask me, hey, are you crazy or what? You got powder blue and then
Yeah. I remember like, are you mad?
yeah. I think when I add in the Achilles at the time, a lot of my friends told me say, bro, you alright or not? You I think yeah, they say that 'cause basically the powder blue is very aggressive.
How long has it been here, the powder?
This powder blue has been with me since I started the tank. I think I
2 years.
started 2 years, yeah, so 2 years with
Okay.
me already. So when I add any tanks, especially of the same Acantharus species, right, this powder blue will go crazy. So when, like what I say, when I got the Achilles, I was like, you crazy, they just wet put inside the same, this powder blue show whack him until die one.
Do
Then
you take it out? Do you take the powder out?
I did not. I did
Okay.
not. So what I actually did is I got a bigger Achilles tank. I think I bought I was looking for something bigger than
It
the
generally
powder
works
blue.
lah.
Yeah. So the powder blue was, I noticed that the powder blue was not so aggressive to the Achilles. So they had a little bit of squabble initially, but after that they sort of acknowledge each other already lah. Like okay lah,
I
tank
think
mates. Yeah.
I think like the flow is very high, so that helps distract, right? 'Cause they fight halfway, they kind of
Ah
go.
yeah yeah.
And then
Correct,
like
correct.
there's the rock crevices also help a lot. So I think it's a pretty good setup here to do it.
The funny thing I also spotted is the hippo tag,
Ah.
the blue tag. Whenever they're fighting, the hippo tag suddenly like kepo, like come and see what's happening. Then
Don't
he'll
fight,
give
guys! Don't fight,
yeah,
guys!
yeah, correct.
Yeah. A couple of Bimax as well.
Yeah, just got a Bimax 2 weeks ago. So had 7. The last I count today is 6. So thankfully all feeding on pellets already.
For
Yeah.
every morning, the first thing I do is I check my weigh maker, any dead anteaters. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, lah, their antennas are quite. I think the key is to keep feeding. Like I think I told you
Yeah.
that I
Auto feeder.
keep a auto feeder, auto timer feeder. So my auto timer feeder, I think I go for 4 times a day.
4 times a day. Do you feed on your own?
I don't. I'm a very lazy reefer,
Okay.
so I usually like my tank to
Run its own lah.
automate things as much as possible.
That's the dream lah, for sure.
Yep.
I can't really auto feed my anteaters because they only eat kopi pots and myces at the moment. So take a while, but
But you put auto feeder?
no, I cannot.
How come?
The only thing that will eat on auto feeder is the AT.
Oh,
Nothing else will
okay.
eat. Maybe the nadi lah.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah.
So like all these SPS stuff, were they all itty-bitty fracs when you bought them?
Yes. Okay. Actually, when I started the tank, I had a different set of SPS.
Oh, okay.
So whatever you see here is all, I think, just a year old. But when I first started, I added like a lot of colonies.
Okay.
But the mistake was I added too fast. That I didn't thoroughly dip them and I didn't inspect them well. So I had a very bad AEFW breakout.
Flatworms.
Then go crazy, search online, ask friends how you do. So a lot of people say, okay, take out dip every 7 days, until the flatworm
Yeah, till the eggs die
cycle
lah.
goes off. Yeah. So, but what I did is I bought a lot of springery damsel. I dose wormwood, so the AFWX as well as the what I call the Dilbit one.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I got a bit more rest, so I got the 6 line, then the pintail. Yeah. So, but then I don't see much action for the pintail. I only
Yeah,
see,
probably the 6 line.
The 6 line, yeah, 6 line is the very
Fairy
hard worker.
wrestlers apparently not really good at it.
Yeah.
Leopards are very good at it.
Leopards, yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So yeah, so after I settled the outbreak, so I see less and less SPN and RTN, then I get more confidence, put in more
Okay.
SPS.
So I was watching this, I think it was on Tyler Garsdale, that this series called like Reef Receipts or something. So they did this check where they put peppermint shrimp
Yep.
and 6 line, and then they put the flatworm infested coral,
Yep.
and then they see how it fares lah, right?
Yep.
So the 6 line ate all the adult flatworms.
Yep.
The peppermint shrimp ate half the adult flatworms, but half the eggs.
Oh.
So like, oh, actually, now I'm just going to put peppermint shrimp in the tank. Because if they eat that kind of eggs, maybe they eat smaller stuff like egg cyst or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Apparently, like the shrimp tend to do it.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, maybe there's a more all-encompassing prevention scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We can't ignore the elephant in the room. That giant, he's pissed off.
Yeah.
The big anemone.
Yeah.
How long did it take to grow that size? How big was it when you got it?
I had this in my previous tank, so they just keep splitting and splitting. So when my old tank, I bought it as one single piece. Then it just started growing and splitting, and so this colony, I don't know whether it's still the original
Oh,
piece
okay.
lah, because maybe they split
Same
and then
DNA lah, same DNA.
So this colony is about 4 to 5 years old already. Together with the clownfish, yeah. So the clownfish also was brought over from my previous tank. Yeah. So they are about clownfish. Clownfish been true with me for very long already.
Yeah, I had one clownfish that was in my tank for 8 years previously when I had a
Yeah.
tank a long time ago. Yeah.
So the clownfish, I think, also close to with me for 8 years. For my old tank, they keep transferring.
So hardy,
Yeah.
these things.
Then the cute thing is that they spawn every 2 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah. So
then the egg,
I get
the
eggs.
eggs get eaten.
The egg get eaten. Yeah.
Bloody rasses. Okay, why don't we talk a little about the sump, because I don't know if you guys know my sump. I closed the door outside. Oh my, I don't care what's going on. But clearly he has racks. So you know those bio balls you have. He 3D printed these racks so you can kind of stack the balls so you can take them all out to clean. That's pretty impressive. So why don't you just run us through like where okay, let's say it goes down the overflow and then what happens?
Okay, so what like I said, I'm a very lazy reefer. So I want a lot of things to be automated. Want as little maintenance as possible. So the first step is the filtration. That would be the fleece roller.
Okay.
So after the fleece roller, then
Is it a Reef factory one?
yeah, the factory
Okay,
fleece
okay.
roller. So I got the M size.
How do you liking it?
So far so good, but I noticed that the material is slightly thinner than Clarity, and the way it pulls the gunk is not as, I won't say not as efficient, but the color of the fleece is lighter than the Clarity. Clarity you can see very thick brown.
I see.
Yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't look very
very
quite
light.
clean.
Yeah, very light. So after the fleece roller, it goes into the
Media?
The media. Then I have a reactor, the vast reactor, so it runs carbon. I do not have I have URNS issue,
Oh, okay.
ultra low neutron. So
Really?
I don't put any GFO.
Okay.
So I use it to run a carbon. Then my schema.
All right,
Yeah.
we need to talk about the schema. There's been a recent wave of reverse buying this really cool like German protein schema called what's it?
Bubble King.
Bubble King. Yeah. So
Yeah.
tell us why.
So okay lah. I think a lot of people say that why should I spend so much on a schema? But I feel the main thing that pulls out all the gun in the tank is actually the skimmer, right? You see the foam and everything. Then when you clean your skimmer, you really gao. So I feel that the heart of the system has to be a skimmer. Yeah. So for me, it's Bubble King has been around for very long and it's known to be one of the best skimmers. So why not just upgrade once and for all? I mean, it's the final. I don't think you can go anything higher than that lah.
I think also the skimmer being the heart of the system, right? On top of that, it's providing a lot of oxygen.
Yeah.
This one has, you can put it to a CO2 scrubber, right? Is that CO2?
Yes, that's a CO2 scrubber.
And then apparently there's another port for ozone also, right?
Yeah, at the pump.
So it like, I don't know if you know this, but like most skimmers are not ozone like friendly.
Yeah.
Because the plastics will break down. But
break down.
these ones are. So if you are doing ozone, it's circulating, you're doing it, but please check. But okay, so then that is CO2 scrubber, and then behind?
I think when you talk about pH, I think you're very right. You're very on point because previously my tank was 7.8 to 8 pH. So when I added the skimmer, this Bubble King skimmer, about 8 to 8.4. Yeah.
From 8 to 8.4?
Yeah, but with the help of CO2 scrubber. Yeah.
Have you tried without? To just
I did. I think it's
8.2 lah.
0.2 difference.
Yeah. Every time I add a scrubber, it's about 0.2 difference.
Yeah.
Then I started doing kelp. It went up way higher.
Yep.
But now they have way more fish and the corals are starting to take off. Like it's been coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very important. I think pH is like, I don't think it's a number you should chase. I just get as close to 8.3 and then just call it a day.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the dosing?
So what I do is I have 2 dosing pump, 3-head dosing pump. So they actually dose the Reef factory calcium, magnesium, and alkalinity.
Okay.
Then I think because I have very big clams, so the KH the dosing of the KH I have to supplement it with baking soda.
Ah, oh,
Yeah,
wow.
because I also don't want to add too much trace
Right,
into it. So
interesting.
I supplement it with the baking soda.
Is
Then
it ATO?
sorry,
ATO?
ATO?
Is that ATO?
No, that's the baking soda.
Oh, it's the baking soda. Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Where's the ATO?
behind? I have one big pail behind.
Oh, your top pour itself.
Ah,
Then if you go overseas?
no, as in it's connected to a ATO, but then my container there.
Oh, huh? Oh,
Later I show you, later I
oh,
show you,
okay,
later I show
that's
you.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, then apart from that, because I have low nutrient, so I dose Brightwell, Neophos,
Nitro.
and the Neo Nitro.
Yeah, I just started Neo Nitro myself.
Yeah,
I have not
because
seen any difference.
if for low nutrient, like as you can see, I think some of the
Yeah.
SPS
How,
colors,
how low? It must be point something.
mine,
No nitrates.
my nitrates are 0,
Yeah.
my phosphates are about 0.04 to 0.06. Yeah,
Mine is zero nitrates and about 0.0809.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also the SPS recently not doing too good, a bit brown, but then still maintaining its life there. So
Yeah, I got
thought,
B and
yeah,
okay
those a bit of nutrients
Mm.
to see whether the color come back up. Lah.
Okay.
Yep.
Good to know it's not an isolated problem I have. Like, I have it all the time. And then there's like a little sump tank behind. The frac tank, is it? Frac tank.
I used to have a frac tank, but then the issue is I have very bad aptasia problem.
Oh.
So I whack a lot of foul fish. I removed the whole frac tank area. Then I added a foul fish inside, so the foul fish is doing a job.
If you train the copper band there, confirm okay.
I don't like copper band. I think a lot of people know me this. I always tell people say any fish that is triangle in shape is a waste of time. Like you know, like
The pyramid? Yeah.
I used to have a
Yeah.
lot of pyramid, right? I like the pyramid because of color.
Yeah.
So basically, it's called the yellow tank.
Yeah.
You know, the yellow tank craze. It's like
There's a yellow tank craze in Singapore, guys.
yeah. So crazy price is like I think 700 to 800.
700-800 Sing dollars, which is,
Yeah.
I don't know, 500 US maybe.
Yeah.
It's
So I told people say, why not get yellow? The pyramid, which is yellow and white. Then a lot of people ask like, is it even reef safe? So I say, yeah. So I so you don't believe I add lor.
Yeah.
So I like added 5,
Uh,
but it nipped on my clam. It behaved well for like close to 6 to 8 months.
evicted.
Yeah, so evicted. I gave it to a friend, and then no more clam nipping problems lah.
I must ask, how do you catch the fish out in the tank? It's like I can look at the side down, right? I don't even think the magnet scraper can go by. How do you catch the pyramid?
So it's a method taught to me by one of my good friend, Austin. So what we actually do is cam until 3 a.m. in the middle of the night.
Flashbang.
Then flashback. So basically on the lights at 100. Red.
Red, okay,
because
yeah.
they say
They
fish
can't see red, yeah.
yeah. But I think because of the light, so so they all get dazed. Then they'll start swimming out kepo. They just take that and scoop.
Yeah, I did that with a couple of my tanks. But,
Yeah.
it was rough, man. I still knocked over a few corals. Okay, so I have my phone with some notes. Let me just make sure we're covering everything. Okay, so I think some of our viewers kind of asked, like, you know, right, what reefing in Singapore is like. It's a small country. No one ever looks up anything here. So, you know, what? I think I have my own thoughts on like when I see overseas people and you know, what they get to say to US and UK. Like, kind of what do you think the main differences are?
I think not much difference to be honest. I think because of internet information, I mean everybody got can watch YouTube.
Or they're drawing from the same.
Yeah, see Facebook, and then the prices are about the same. I mean,
No, the price is not the same.
I mean apart from the shipping.
No, but the price of fish is quite different.
Fish
I would say.
yeah.
Like a copper band for us is $25. For them it's like 100 plus.
Okay, but I mean for corals, because corals can be easily
Yeah, their costs are quite expensive
Yeah,
also.
but-
LPS maybe actually the SPS is also quite expensive.
because of the naming of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like,
I think that's one thing that we try to mimic sometimes here.
yeah.
And sometimes I look at the Zoa, I have no idea what I'm looking at. I just
But for me, I find that actually prices in Singapore has been coming down a little bit.
coming down.
Bit because I think LFS start to bring in more, and then with the technology and the advance in what you call equipments, people start to cultivate and grow.
Yeah, less die off also.
Yeah. So I think last time, if you know stratosphere,
Yeah.
they used to go about 3K-ish, 4K-ish. I think I see people selling online 800.
Yeah, I bought one and now it has 5 heads. So I'm like, I need to sell this soon.
Yeah. So I think this culturing of corals plays a very big part.
It's good lah. I think that's where it
Yeah.
needs to go. Because
Yeah.
I was like we were talking earlier off camera, like what if the Bali ban comes again? Then die lah.
Come like Hawaii ban.
Yeah, at least people have most rivers here able to culture and kind of keep it going.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice. I think one other difference I'll point out is that they at least overseas, it's like somehow I think people look at your tank and say it's overcrowded.
Yeah.
But I think to Singapore standards, I think it's okay. It's just nice. Like he has no nutrient issue. The fish are fine. So what's the problem? There's no aggression. You know, sure, the vermingi can get big over time, but like we just talked about, catching the fish out is no big deal. You know, I understand in the US, at least you're in the middle of a state that has no other reefers around you, relocating fish is different. In Singapore, a Telegram group, everyone's a 20-minute drive away. Hey, I got this fish, who want the boat? Bam, gone. 15 minutes later, someone is there at your house to take it.
Yeah.
So like, I think that culture is quite different and quite interesting. I don't think many countries have that access quickly to so many other rivers. Hey, my fish sick, can anyone leaking? Can anyone help? Wow, a lot of helpful people. Hey, got bail, they come, they help you, you know.
Yeah.
How do you find it overseas? I think it's very difficult. You know,
Yeah.
just to find a reefer in your own town.
Yeah.
How many shops do you have in your town? One. You know, for us, wow, the whole island got
A lot.
These last 2 years, how many shops?
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of interesting now. We have this kind of a interesting dynamic, I think, that we have in Singapore.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun. That's kind of fun. Okay, Singapore. Okay, so what's next for you? What are you planning next? What are you scheming?
As you can see, I think the SPS are all covering each other.
Yeah.
So actually, I thought of doing a with Kate.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Tonga.
Tonga,
There's
might
been
be.
a Tonga craze also lately.
Yeah. But the thought of it gave me a big headache lah. And I got quite a few sensitive fish and clams inside.
It's
so
a huge undertaking.
yeah, so I'm still weighing whether I should do it or not.
Maybe part slowly.
Maybe I'll call some reefers to help. But I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know how you help.
Yeah. Because really, I think if I have to take out all the SPS, I think most will die lah.
Really? Try to maybe frag off lor, just sell people lor, I guess.
But because some of it is really encrusted, very tightly to the rocks already, so I don't even know how am I going to. Because the whole rockscape is one piece.
One piece.
Yeah, I glued it all together.
Okay.
I think I used the sand and the glue, and then
it's gonna be very heavy to take out.
If, like for example, the body slimer, it's already encrusted very tightly to the rock already. So if I want to take it out, I think I have to drain the water and Dremel and cut it off, or take out the whole rockscape lor.
Wow, that's a huge undertaking.
Yeah, but I think not anytime soon. Still planning, but
Okay.
see how it goes.
Any plans for more tanks in the house?
No, definitely not. I think my wife will kill me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think my wife is there.
Careful, bro.
No, I just got approval from her.
Oh.
I just do some freshwater shrimp tanks.
Oh.
So recently I saw I was browsing through YouTube, then I saw like crystal shrimp.
On the table would be quite nice.
No, not at the table. I think it's at the kitchen area.
Okay.
Yeah, but glad she gave me the approval lah.
Minister sign.
I know already. Approved already.
Okay, cool. We'll come and check that out. So I think last thing to go, like what advice do you have for people who want to start like new reefers from a 15-year-old veteran?
I think gathering information from your internet sources or advice from reefers, I think that's one thing. That's a good thing to do. But having too much info sometimes, I think it clouds the judgment. So like one reefer say, oh, you should do this way is the better. Like for example, we just on topic of having sand or no sand.
Yeah.
So like one reefer say, oh, got a lot of good benefits. You can keep this, can keep that. Now reefer say, no, bare bottom easy to clean. Your tank looks better. Your nutrients are easy to manage. But I think it all boils down to your personal preference, your personal husbandry, what you aim to accomplish in your tank. I always tell people, ask me for advice, I always tell them, say that you should know yourself. You should know yourself because you're the best person that manages your tank every day. You're the only one that
You know yourself
speedo.
well,
Yeah,
lah. Will you clean your sand every day?
Correct.
You know, no, then maybe not, lah.
Correct. So you can ask me for advice. I will tell you, say no. That was not the way to go. But then at the end of the day, you say, it looks, that doesn't look natural. Yeah, so it doesn't suit your preference, and then you're going against your own, what you call your own opinion. Yeah. So I think for my advice is, of course, do your own research, but then boil down to what's your husbandry and what you really want out of your tank. Yeah.
Yeah, I think now I would say, why don't you just go on Pinterest? You find which tank looks something like you want to mimic.
Yeah.
Then you ask people, hey, how do I achieve this? I think that's simpler. Because if you show the tank got sand, then people won't even talk to you about sand anymore.
Yeah.
This guy clearly wants sand, right?
Correct.
Or he wants certain calls. Okay, then you can kind of guide them along. I think that's easier. They say, hey, how do I do this? I don't know what you want to achieve.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have that picture in mind, then there's nothing to go about. Right?
Yeah, lor. But for me and myself, I think that now it's overload of information. Like everywhere, people telling you all kinds of advice.
Yeah. The worst part, I think, is people parroting information that they read. It may or may not be true.
Yeah.
But because so many people are saying it, it's somehow like some weird Mandela effect and like it's true.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like I think a lot of people fall into that trap, like not being able to take away the research properly, what are the data points, what is it actually saying. And I think that's a bit of the danger of doing it yourself. Yeah. I think like you brought up like the conflicting things, right? Like two veterans telling you different things.
Yeah.
They may work because they follow their own protocol. Once you start mixing it, right, it may not work then. You know, I think that's the situation. Okay, well, thank you very much for your time. We'll try to check back with you maybe a couple months down the road, but thank you very much for having us. Yeah, so if you guys see more, let us know. It's been a long chat here, but like, comment, subscribe, and see you later. Bye.